you said, we feel like an imposter when our need to impress outweighs our desires to progress.
Yeah.
That's a very difficult one in a world whereby first impression matters, and we
Yeah.
always want to try to quickly get those first impression in. But then, how can somebody balance? Well, I want to look good, but then I also want to let this person know this is what I need. This is where I
Right.
need to
Yeah.
get to. Mhm.
But listen to your back end posture. Okay. The back end posture is where you served it. You see, when we have imposter syndrome, to catch those of you up that are just tuning in, he's talking about imposter syndrome. And the way that I define imposter syndrome inside the book is when your need to impress is greater than your need to progress. And so you can look good. I'm not saying, hey, don't look good. What I'm saying is, don't look stupid by not asking the questions that you need to ask. All right. Because here's what I found out about successful people. Successful people, and when you're asking questions and when you take a posture of a student, when you take a posture of a learner, what happens is I've never seen a successful person go, oh my goodness, Chris is just so stupid. He's so curious. Right. You know, Successful people want to share information. They want to share their knowledge. They want to be around people that want to learn. I think about going to dinner with John Maxwell often. And you would think that at a table with John Maxwell is going to be talking the whole entire time, just sharing wisdom. But very rarely do I see John Maxwell at a table giving a sermon, giving a lesson, doing all the talking. John Maxwell is one of the most curious people on the planet. His need and desire to want to learn and grow and progress is greater than his need to impress. And so when we can take a posture of, hey, look, yeah, sure, I can look great, but I want to learn. I want to grow. And I'm going to ask quality questions. And I'm going to, hey, I don't have to have the desire to want to be the expert and know it all. I don't have to be the smartest person in the room. And when you can take that posture, that changes the outcome that you're going to get inside of a room. So you don't have to go into a room and say, hey, I have all the answers. Go into the room with all the questions and be a curious learner. And so, this word imposter syndrome is coming up more and more and more of people that are stepping out to do things that, they're asking themselves the question, well, what are people going to think if I step up and say that I'm doing this? Well, hey, you're doing it just like everyone else, but you can also grow with people versus trying to grow above people.